This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Many locals, including our Janine Mazurkevich, were in Washington, D.C. for the inauguration of Donald Trump. We have coverage next. Happy Friday and welcome to SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information. I'm Ken Kara and these are your headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Today, Donald J. Trump became the 45th President of the United States. People from throughout the country, including many from our area, were in attendance for the inauguration ceremony. Our very own Janine Mazurkevich is there, as is SSPTV political analyst Rick Morelli. Congressman Lou Barletta was on stage for this important day in our nation's history. Also, West Hazleton Police Chief Brian Buglio and his son Logan made the trip. They were all kind to send us photos from Washington, D.C. Janine has been posting photos and live videos to our SSPTV Facebook page. She also talked with several media outlets, including Doc at Froggy 101, WKRZ Radio, and our media partner, the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Following today's ceremony, she talked with our Lisa Sugart via phone about what she calls an experience of a lifetime.
It's surreal. I'm so glad to be here. It was an amazing trip. This is only my second time actually in the D.C. area, and it's remarkable. Aside from what some of the mainstream media might have been reporting, there were not that many riots, at least that we didn't see. We were in section orange, orange ticket standing area, which was stage right standing. Not very close to the stage. We were looking onto a monitor, but very peaceful. People seemed very enthusiastic, very patriotic, very hopeful. It was a kind environment. It was nice, even just, almost like a tailgating would be at a football game. People talking about the future of the country, sharing stories, wearing red, white, and blue, buying merchandise, eating food at the local vendors. So a little bit of drizzle this morning. But that didn't hurt anyone. It cleared up and was drizzling a little bit for when he took his oath. But it's an amazing experience.
Have you met people, I'm sure, from all over the country there? People from all over came together, and I just can't imagine what their sense is like, what they're thinking, what's going through their mind as they're there to witness this.
It is amazing. We met people from Hawaii, from Michigan, from Florida, from all over, as you said, the country, and really the message of hope and change and, keeping it inside, as Trump said in his speech, bringing everything back here as America first, as the people, putting, government aside and putting the people first is really the message that I was hearing from people here today.
Now, your day is not over because you are lucky enough to be going to one of the balls this evening.
Yes, well, a funny story because, I got here into D.C. around 8 o'clock, and it took us about, we probably walked about 5 miles and an hour and a half later to find our section because of security and where they would let us walk and where, parts of the of D.C. were closed off. So it was a little bit tricky getting to our section. So, yeah, I do have tickets to the Freedom Balls this evening, and I'm really hopeful. I'm going to definitely do my best to get there. I'm hoping that Uber doesn't see my gown the most this evening, but it's just a great experience, and it's been an amazing trip so far.
You can follow Janine by going to facebook.com/SSPTV shows. She'll be posting more update from tonight's Freedom Ball in Washington, D.C. In other news, Christian unity will be the focus of a special service this Sunday in Hazleton. This is the week of prayer for Christian unity, a worldwide commemoration January 18th to the 25th. To mark the occasion, a prayer service for Christian unity will take place Sunday at 3 p.m. at St. John's Byzantine Catholic Church at 5 East 20th Street in Hazleton. The theme is Reconciliation, the Love of Christ Compels Us. A reflection will be given by Reverend Wayne Lupol of Christ Lutheran Church, Hazleton. This prayer service is sponsored by the Hazleton Ministerium. Everyone is invited to attend. Thousands will converge on our nation's capital again tomorrow. This time it will be women from across the country who will take part in a grassroots effort called the Women's March on Washington to promote rights and gender equality. One woman from our area who plans to attend said she was excited to hear about the event until she heard she was not welcome. Marianne Lawn is the president of the Pennsylvanians for Human Life Southern Luzerne County chapter and the executive director of The Voice of John, a pro-life documentary.
I was enthused, excited when I first heard about it. You know, I have been such an admirer of women such as Susan B. Anthony, Alice Paul, the suffragettes, and the very thought of the feminist movement going down to Washington and to walk on those same grounds in our nation's capital and to fight for feminist issues. I've been so disappointed by hearing that we have been uninvited. Pro-life women are not invited. We are not allowed to support it. They don't want our support. And I was outraged, really, because the feminist movement is not about any single issue. It's about promoting women. It starts with Susan B. Anthony and our suffragettes and their quest that women would have the right to vote. And what a true feminist would be looking at right now are issues such as sex trafficking, the way the media is exploiting women every day on shows. And, you know, I am a feminist. I want equal opportunities for women. I want equal pay for same work. And these are the issues that we are asking our president to look at. And yes, we will hold his feet to the fire. He's had his reputation, but he is our president. And we need to move on. And we as women encourage a nation to heal. And we need to facilitate that. And that's what the true feminist cause would be about.
Marianne will be part of the organization Feminists for Life and will be in Washington to take part in tomorrow's march. A heroin bust in Hazleton helped New York City police with a murder investigation. Manuel Antonio Wassam Jr. of 720 North Manhattan Court in Hazleton is charged with 3 counts of delivery of a controlled substance and 3 counts of unlawful use of a communication facility. Police say Wassam gave them a fake name, but when they found out his real name, it was discovered he was wanted in New York City in connection with a homicide. An investigation by the Hazleton Police Narcotics Unit and the Luzerne County Drug Task Force led to the arrest. According to police, 3 undercover heroin purchases were made from Wassam. Sergeant Darrell Ledger led the investigation, and Hazleton Police Patrol Division and K9 Echo assisted in the arrest. Hazleton Police Chief Jerry Speziale sits down with our Sam Lassant tonight to talk about his efforts to reduce crime in the city of Hazleton, especially crimes affiliated with narcotics.
We've taken a hard stance on drugs and the narcotics people. Our narcotics division has done a phenomenal job making major arrests, and as a result of that, people know you can't come here and utilize drugs, because if you do, we're going to catch you and we're going to arrest you. Supply, demand, we're going after it. And that's why I see the theft down, because most of those people that are addicted to drugs, if they were here, they would go and they would steal to get that money for drugs. So there's a lot of different things that we've done, and there's more coming. We have a COPS grant. We were awarded $614,000. We're going through the process now to put police officers on with that money. I will.
$614,000.
Yes, I got a grant for $614,000. Congressman Barletta and Senator Toomey supported it. We were awarded that grant, so I'll be able to hire for 3 years 2 officers with that grant, fully funded, won't cost the taxpayers a nickel. And those officers, because it's a community-based policing grant, and I had to write what my plan was to get that grant, it involves foot patrols, it involves hotspot policing, it involves me to be on conference calls with the Department of Justice every quarter to say what we're doing so that we're keeping tallies and explaining to them how we're policing. So this is all things that are working great to make a safer Hazleton.
You can see this new Sam Lassand show tonight at 8:30 p.m. on SSPTV and at SSPTV.com. Check your local listings for additional dates and times. The hearing for a proposed asphalt plant in Sugarloaf Township has been continued to February 27th. According to the township solicitor, Daniel Hawbaker will represent Gleno Hawbaker Incorporated, the company who wants to build the plant. Hawbaker wasn't available for the hearing on Monday. The zoning board wants him to comment on testimony, and they would like to hear all of the testimony at one time, according to the solicitor. Gleno Hawbaker Incorporated wants to put the plant near the Tom Hicken Road. Well, coming up on SSP TV News, we have a feature story on the North Schuylkill girls basketball team's bounce-back win over Tamaqua. After this break, meet Brutus the dog and see if you have room in your heart and home for him. Adopt Me from the Hazelton Animal Shelter is next.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazelton Standard Speaker.
I'm pleased to welcome back Leanne Falabelle, the Vice President of Marketing for the Greater Hazelton Chamber of Commerce, telling us about another wonderful event that's upcoming that will help local organizations. It is the Foundations of Grant Writing, a special seminar that's taking place. This is really important because a lot of organizations need financial help. They're all looking to obtain grants, and that's not something that's easy to do.
That's right, and especially this time of year, I know everybody is gearing up. A lot of grants have been written, and now is the time when a lot of them are due, so that's really why we coordinated this at this time. But it's taking place on Wednesday, January 25th at our chamber office. And Maria Giacchetti, she is the owner of Mountain Laurel Copywriting and Content Creation, and she's going to be providing this topic, the Foundations of Grant Writing. And she's really just going to go over different tips on grant writing. She's been doing grant writing for many, many years, has a lot of experience and successful grant writing too. And she's going to be delivering a forecast on the national, state, and local grant writing and what's going on with it right now. So that's going to be very helpful too. So it's not just the tips, but also some news of what's happening in the grant writing realm right now too.
This is very competitive. We were talking earlier. So a lot of people, everybody's trying to get money from everywhere. So you're not just like one of a few that are submitting. So you need to make your application stand out.
You do, and that's exactly what she's going to be providing. You know, showing the leverage on how your grant application can really, you know, stand out among the others, and just different little tips. You know, there's different things with grant writing. I mean, that's just a whole job in itself, grant writing. But a lot of these nonprofit organizations and different organizations that are writing grants, you know, they're not just only writing grant applications, they're running their nonprofits as well. So they really have their hands full. So I think this is going to be very beneficial for them. Really encourage them to take advantage of this opportunity. Like I said, Maria has tons of knowledge in this area and has a lot to offer. So, you know, come to the chamber office, like I said, January 25th, and it's from 9 to 10 at our office. It's only $10 is our member rate to attend, and $15 is our non-member rate to attend. So we encourage everybody to take advantage of this.
Okay, so they can register online at hazeltonchamber.org, or they can give you a call at the office, 570-455-1509.
Yep, you got it, exactly. Right to our calendar of events on our website. Like you said, hazeltonchamber.org. Click on January 25th. The seminar will be right there, and they can register right online.
All right, very good. If your organization is planning to, you know, submit applications for grants, this is the way to find out the best way so that your grant can stand out.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Blah. That's how the weather's been the past few days in our area, and it doesn't look like it's getting any better. Here's a local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, rain before 10 p.m., then patchy drizzle between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. Our low will be 36 degrees. Saturday, mostly cloudy, dry though, high near 47 degrees. At night, patchy drizzle after 5 a.m., mostly cloudy. Our low will be 42 degrees. Sunday, 60% chance of some showers, cloudy with a high near 45. And then on Sunday night, rain likely. Our low will be 35, chance of rain 70%. Hazardous weather outlook Monday into Tuesday, as we could get some serious precipitation. 80% chance of rain before 2 p.m., then a chance of rain and sleet, high of 36. Monday night, rain and sleet, again an 80% chance, low of 32. On Tuesday, 70% chance of some rain and sleet, and then a chance of snow, cloudy with a high near 36 degrees. Tuesday night, we have a chance of rain and snow before 8 p.m., mostly cloudy. Our low will be 30 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Your midday winning lottery numbers up on SSPTV News. Pick 2, 1, 5, pick 3, 1, 5, 4, pick 4, 3, 5, 0, 0, and pick 5, 3, 0, 9, 3, 6. I like the two animal names we have in Adopt Me, and the two animals, they're cool too. Here's Adopt Me from the app.
Hello again. Here I have with me Brutus. Brutus is an approximately 3-year-old boxer mix who's currently up for adoption down here at the shelter. Like all of our dogs, Brutus is already neutered and current on his vaccines and ready for a home. He was tested for heartworm and Lyme disease and came up negative for heartworm, but he's positive for Lyme. Like all of our Lyme-positive dogs, he's currently being treated and shows no ill effects. Our vet believes that Brutus will make a full recovery from his Lyme. Brutus is friendly, affectionate, and outgoing, and seems to love people. We're not sure what he's like with other animals, so as always, if you have a dog of your own and are considering adopting him, please bring yours down so we can do a meet and greet. That's it for this week's dog. Let's have a look at our cats. And here I have with me Onyx. Onyx is an approximately 1 to 2 year old domestic shorthair, and he's a brand new addition to our colony here at the shelter. As you can see, Onyx is very friendly and loves to be held and is extremely people-oriented. Because he's a new addition, Onyx is currently being housed separate from the other cats because we're not sure exactly how well he'll do with them. Like all of our cats, Onyx here is already neutered, has been vaccinated against feline distemper and rabies, and has also been tested for feline leukemia and FIV and has come up negative for both. That's it for this week's pets. If anybody at home is interested in adopting Brutus, Onyx here, or any of the other animals we have up for adoption, please come on down to the Hazelton Animal Shelter here at 101 North Poplar Street.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
After a 62-27 win over Tamaqua, I asked North Schuylkill's Avery Jordan to describe her playing style. She said aggressive and competitive. Here's our story on the Lady Spartans. Life 101. There are some things you should not stand in front of. Traffic, trains, North Schuylkill's Avery Jordan. Jordan made her presence known in the paint against Tamaqua in the first quarter. She powered through fouls 3 times to make the shot, and then she showed off her finesse by making the following free throws. Jordan finished the first quarter with 11 points to spark the Lady Spartans. And I remember, I checked the camera twice. I'm like, she didn't make that. She didn't make that. The follow through there, is that just a toughness, strength?
I would say toughness and strength, because I know that maybe later down in the game I'm going to need that extra point. So, making the layup and the foul shot will do good when it goes later down in the road and the game gets closer.
Before Jordan explains where that strength comes from, it's important to know her older brother is All-State linebacker Major Jordan. What do you do to build strength? You lifting? How do you get stronger?
Honestly, I lift every now and then, but it just comes natural. My brother doesn't even understand. He's like, Avery, you're so physical and tough, and you don't even lift. I don't get it.
So even the Lafayette University football recruit is impressed by his sister's power. One thing that hasn't been coming easy for the Lady Spartans recently is offense. So they scraped and clawed for every point in this one. Check out this battle for the ball won by Jordan that led to a jump ball. North Schuylkill had the possession arrow and ended up making a big 3 on that possession. That shot extended their lead to 10 points in the second quarter.
So the ball was rolling on the ground, and I knew that I was close enough, and if I just sacrificed my body and I got it, I could maybe assist, we can get an extra point or two. So overall, I just thought, hey, it's right there in front of you. You don't want to be lazy. You want to get on the floor and go get it.
And you wasn't even like, I'm going to grab this. Did you see someone? You kind of just swatted it in the general.
I saw my teammates over there, and I was like, maybe they'll get it, maybe they'll score, I don't know. But I just dove, and I tried my best to get it to one of them so they can score.
Jordan led all scorers with 19 points, and teammate Sam Shinkus was right behind her with 17. The point guard also made some impressive passes like this one to Emma Green.
I started as a forward when I was a freshman, and to become a point guard, it was a lot of hard work over the summers. And our first couple games, I wasn't too good at seeing the court, but now I'm slowly getting better and slowly becoming a better point guard.
How do you do that? I mean, after being so, was it just this year you started playing point guard?
Yeah, just this year. At practice, Coach Wetz really has people pressure me, and I have to try to play with 3 girls on me at practice, so it really helps me in games when I only have 1 girl on me to dribble by them and create plays for my teammates.
Leanna Gregas had a big night as well, chipping in 11 points and 11 rebounds, and it seemed like everyone had a great night on defense for North Schuylkill in their 2-3 zone and in the press.
So we've been struggling offensively lately, so we know that in order to do good on offense, we have to make plays on defense, and the offense will come later. So defense, you get steals, you play tough, you play fast, you run around, and end up getting turnovers and making layups on the offensive end.
The Lady Spartans look like they're ready to start rebuilding momentum after losing 3 straight Schuylkill League Division I games. North Schuylkill hosts Blue Mountain on Monday, and that will be at home. The Hazleton area Lady Cougars also bounced back on Thursday night. Here's the SSPTV standard speaker scoreboard. Hazleton lost 2 straight games and fell to 2-4 in the Wyoming Valley Conference heading into their game against Tunkhannock. The Lady Cougars hit 12 threes to win the game. Maddie Rochko had 6 of them and 22 points. Shenandoah Valley, they lost to Lourdes. Brenna Carnich scored 14 in the first half in Marion's win over Williams Valley on the road. The team they are tied with in Schuylkill League Division III. They also won. Megan Bisco had 16 points in Monomoy Area's victory. The Marion boys lost their first game in a while, falling in a non-league contest to Jim Thorpe. In bowling, Jenna Raypatch had the high game and high series in Lady Cougars win over Berwick. The boys lost to Berwick, and Brandon Updike had the high game and series for the Cougars. In the pool, North Schuylkill scored a sweep over Schuylkill Haven. Bryn D'Angelo broke the pool record at Fountain Springs in the 200 IM. Reggie Crawford now owns the pool record in the 50 free. Blue Mountain swept Monomoy Area. Pottsville swept by Tamaqua. The Schuylkill League Wrestling Tournament is this weekend. Pay attention to the standard speaker for updates. That's sports for Friday.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the Tamaqua Community Arts Center will be holding a Valentine's Vase class Thursday, January 26th at 6 p.m. Cost is $10 per person, and all materials are provided, including beads, bling, charms, ribbons, flowers, adhesive, and more. No glass or tiles needed to be cut. This class is suggested for ages 8 and up, and for info, just call 570-668-1192. Our next announcement, Luzerne County Head Start is now accepting applications in Luzerne and Wyoming counties. Head Start offers a range of comprehensive programs for children from birth to age 5 and pregnant women, and all are offered free. To apply or for additional information, please call 570-829-6231. And finally, Holy Trinity Orthodox Church, 223 South Kennedy Drive in McAdoo, be having a free community meal Saturday, January 21st from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., and the entire community is invited to attend. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Helen Postupak Laracello of Still Creek Valley. Funeral is Monday at 9:30 a.m. from the Damiano Funeral Home. Friends may call Sunday from 1 to 3 p.m. and 6 to 9 p.m. Kenneth R. Adams Jr. of Barnesville. Memorial is Saturday at 2 p.m. at Lamar Christ Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from noon to 2 p.m. Roberta Ann Krejcirek of East Stroudsburg. Mass is January 26th at 11 a.m. in the St. Joseph's Roman Catholic Church in Summit Hill. Calling hours are January 25th from 6 to 8 p.m. at 130 East Ridge Street in Coaldale. Arrangements are by the Zeiselman Gula Funeral Home. Robert D. Lauer Sr. of Whitehaven. The McNulty Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Mildred A. Lipinski of Cunningham. Arrangements will be announced by the Harmon Funeral Home. Michael T. Gayorko Sr. of Sandy Valley. Funeral is Saturday at 9:30 a.m. from the McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m.
Hey everyone, be nice to each other this weekend. We'll be back on Monday. Take it easy.